Our next guest is the founder of Spiked Spin, a hip-hop inspired high-intensity spin class. Doesn't sound easy. Briana Owens, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Great to have you here. So
Thank you
how
so
did
much.
you start Spiked Spin?
Kind of playing off of your last point about being all of the wrong things, wrong gender, wrong height, wrong race, like all of those things. I started to feel kind of in my fitness experiences where everyone always looked the same. There was always the same kind of model. And I'm like, could this have something to do with why the statistics are what they are for people of color, or the statistics are what they are in underserved communities?
Well, it's an untapped market then.
Correct. It's a completely open market for anyone to come and take
Sounds
over,
like
which
a
is why I'm
great
here.
entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah, you see a hole and you're like, fill the void, which is basically what I did. I just wanted to look at kind of what were those things that were missing, what were the experiences that I didn't feel existed, and created it.
So, but, hip hop is something that everyone of all varieties loves.
Absolutely. It's definitely not like a Black spin class. It's
No.
hip hop spin class. But what makes us special is we are bringing boutique fitness to underserved communities. So like our first location the grand opening is tomorrow. We're opening in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Oh, that's
Yes.
so hot right now.
Yes.
Great timing for
that's
this
the
right
thing.
now,
Like, we don't
yes.
need another Park Avenue boutique fitness center. We want to really bring it to communities where they don't exist, where when you're on ClassPass, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go 17 miles to get to whatever the activity is that you want to do. So our first location is in Bed-Stuy, and we will see where we go.
Is that where
from
you're
there.
from?
I'm from Queens originally, so I definitely have to have a location in Queens. I'm from St. Albans, and yet another underserved community that needs much more access to fitness, wellness, everything.
So let's talk about your process for opening this grand opening tomorrow. First of all, congratulations on
Thank
that. So
you.
what was the process like to get that location, opening it up?
Are
Tell
you
us
sleeping?
about that.
Are you all right?
I'm currently tired right now. I'm here on fumes. It's been a very rigorous process. It's been 3 years in the making. I started just kind of operating in a shared space in Manhattan, which is not an underserved community, obviously, in financial district rather. And I have literally just put my head down and done the work every day to build an audience and build a consumer base that believes in this mission and has supported us to this point. And now we are able to have a brick and mortar, which in New York City is not easy by any means. I mean, if anyone lives in New York and understands just getting an apartment, then maximize that times, or like add that 300 times over, and that's what it's like to get a retail space. So it's been very challenging. I am very tired. But I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're cutting the ribbon regardless. The ribbon has to be cut.
Well, you're evidently not tired enough to stop exercising because you look fabulous. You are in great shape.
I think that picture is a few months. I think these photos are a few. No.
Just roll with the compliment, girl.
No. I do. Exercise is definitely how I stay sane. It's what keeps me motivated to keep going. And that's kind of the messaging that I'm always pushing. It's like less about the body, more about how it impacts your mental state and how it just makes you feel, literally releasing those endorphins and not settling in like the stress of it all.
That's why I work out. I work out
Exactly.
for 2 reasons: to feel good and to not get back pain.
That's it. I'm not working out for my body, honestly, because I still love cookies.
You have to do that.
Like I'm never going to be the girl that's like, oh, I haven't eaten carbs. Like, give me a bagel today.
Yeah, I need cookies.
Yeah, I need them. But I definitely like to just release that stress and have one-on-one time with myself.
That's great.
Yeah.
So tell us about how your business is going to work with ClassPass. You mentioned that. So what is ClassPass?
Yes, we are on ClassPass. ClassPass is a platform where it basically allows users to have access to any of the fitness classes on their platform. They can subscribe on a monthly basis, and they have different package types. So I don't want to say like a number of classes you can go to, but based on what you spend, it kind of allows you different classes in Manhattan, Brooklyn, all over New York City, and other states as well.
So I know you're just opening
Yes.
the first location, but I would have to ask, how are you going to grow? How are you going to scale Spike Spin?
We plan to scale quickly, actually. I spend a lot of time speaking with other founders and kind of learning what are the right moves. And one of the number one things that I hear is that people take too much time and fear, and they miss the like fire,
wave.
that
Yeah.
wave. And so I have no intentions on slowing down. I'm already looking at the next few markets. I hate to make announcements prematurely because like with this grand opening, I'm quickly learning that anything can go wrong. Like the floors can shatter 24 hours before, like anything can happen.
Oh, that's life, isn't it? Anything can and will go wrong.
Entrepreneurship will teach you a lot of things about yourself and your language.
How to control it.
How to
Or
control
maybe not.
it. How to use your best words.
So you met a few founders in the green room, huh?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been amazing, like meeting other founders and just learning and absorbing and taking what I need and leaving what doesn't work for me. But yes, scaling is number one on the list and plans to happen very
Yeah,
quickly.
I love that because I think the biggest problem for a lot of people, but especially women, is that we will not think big. We will not go out there and start thinking, like, what's the next step until we feel 100% ready.
Yes.
You clearly do not feel ready,
I
but you're
think-
doing it anyways.
I think
Love
I'm a
that.
woman that's the opposite, where like the bigger the better. One location, everyone's like, "Are you excited?" And I'm like, "I feel good, but I probably like location 10, maybe 20. Like I'm like already
Love that.
Out of your mind.
I'm out of
Brianna.
my mind. It may not even be cycling. I'm just always like, we live a big life. Let's make the most of it.
Yeah, but life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't have those big thoughts, if you don't have those
believe
big
that.
dreams, they're never going to happen.
I believe that. I
Maybe
try
they
to live
are pie in the
proactively
sky.
instead of, reactively.
So if we could go back and talk to Brianna from 5 years ago, what would you tell her about entrepreneurship? What advice would you give to her?
Girl. No, I would tell her honestly that everything has aligned for the journey that she will go on. Don't mistake anything and take every experience and use it towards the bigger picture. Everything was perfectly aligned.
Wow, that's incredibly
That's
positive.
really profound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really profound.
Well, I guess we should end there. Bail out while the
We do
going's
that.
good. Brianna, best of luck with
Thank
your
you
brand.
so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Congrats
much.
on all your hard work and success.
Thank you.
So can you believe